up guys, my name is Nikhil. I'm a freshman honors student at the University of Arizona, majoring in molecular cellular biology, physiology, and then doing a minor in film. Today I'll be taking you with me as we go throughout my research lab. I'm currently in Frank Anthony Duca's gastrointestinal lab studying diabetes and obesity. So let's go take a look.
It's an intricate plot of a b-boy strap. Femstat cats get kidnapped.
A lot of things that we do in this lab are actually under lock and key, so I'm not sure how much of these projects that I can show you, but we'll see.
What is MF, you silly? I like to take men's to the end for 2 milli. That's an audio daily double. Rappers need to fall off.
For one study, I'm practicing a technique known as stereotaxic surgery, a method of injecting agents into the brain to study effects and activity. In another study, I'm looking for fluorescence of injected cells in the nodose ganglia, counting them, and then doing some simple statistics to look for co-localization of that fluorescence. The thing is, these projects have been an absolute blast. It's been awesome to do what I'm learning in my physio or my bio classes and kind of apply them in the real world. When it came to joining my lab, it was a process of weeks of trial and error. I sent almost 35 emails to various professors and labs that I was interested in. Over time, I refined my emails, asked advisors to check them, and continued to adapt. My final iteration got me 2 emails back. After meeting with the PIs and taking some time to consider my decision and really thinking about my motivations, I went with joining Dr. Duca's lab. In the future, I'm looking at the MD path. I believe that GI has been something that I've been super interested in because of my heritage and my culture as an Indian, and I want to pursue that as a gastroenterologist. While I would love to get a first out there paper, it's not necessary, and I believe that just getting that experience is going to be huge for me. And I think the biggest takeaway is to kind of know what you want from your lab. I think it's super easy for a lot of people to just jump straight in, but feel valued with what you're doing. That interview process isn't just for your PI to know about you, it's for you too to know about your PI. I love the PhD students, I love the chill atmosphere in that lab. I love my PI for how welcome he was. So feel good about that. Bike is unlocked and it's time to go. Thank you so much for having me. I hope you enjoyed and learned a lot of what it is to see an inexperienced lab researcher and a freshman in a lab. Consider joining one if it is part of your path, and hope to see you all soon.
I'm a senior in biomedical engineering. I'm graduating soon in May, and I've been doing research for around 2 years now. This is Vital Cruz Lab. It is a microbiology lab, and I get to do really cool stuff with E. coli, learn a lot of lab skills, and here I am. So my career goals for the future are to advance healthcare or science in any way I can. So my project is about 2 things specifically. One involves a precillator and the other is adhesins. Adhesins are proteins that a bacteria can make, and when they stick out, they'll help the cells stick to other cells. The precilators are kind of genetic clocks. They're programmed to express certain genes, as in perform functions at different times. Combining both of those, we can control when we want the cells to form a tissue and when we want it to disperse. And it's a very unique cycle of unicellularity to multicellularity and then back. By doing that, we're able to control what the cell wants to do at specific periods of time. For example, after 2 hours, we could make it release insulin, and then 2 hours after that, we could release a protein that would digest insulin. One takeaway I would have for beginning researchers would be to know that you're not alone in starting anew, because science is all about finding out what you don't know. And if you feel like you don't know anything, you're in the right place.
Alright, we're here in the College of Pharmacy. I'm about to head over to my PI's office to talk to him and get a glimpse of being at the top tier of research, which is to be a PI and run a lab.
Hi, I'm Abhijit Date. I'm an assistant professor of pharmaceutical sciences at the RK Kincaid College of Pharmacy. So, I have an active research lab. Apart from that, obviously trying to work on managing collaborations, right? Because we do a lot of collaborative research work, not just within the college, but actually outside the college. I collaborate with professors from University of Illinois Chicago, University of Minnesota, University of California Los Angeles. So I have multiple collaborations. I teach a lot in fall. During fall semester, again, this changes a bit because I have a 3-credit course, Pharm D.
Why did you choose to become a PI in the first place and be where you're at today?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good question, and it's something if I were to sum up in literally one sentence, it's all because of the amazing mentors I had when I was an undergrad. If you are actually thinking about doing research, if you have some inclination, if you have some interest, I think that's great. I think it starts really from there, right? Then you just need to find the right mentor, the right lab. If you have that desire, if you have that inquisitiveness, I think nurture it. Don't feel shy. I think you should just reach out.
So, thank you enough for your time. Appreciate you being here today.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you, Tom.